Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jake Gifshin, host of the Four Gardens podcast and one of the leaders of the Gold Mining Men's Circle. In today's video, I'm joined by a group of fellow Gold Mining Circle leaders. Kevin Hauber, Sharon Biswas, Corey Kreidler, and Utesh Dalab. We'll be going through the intentions, the agreements, structure, and values of the Gold Mining Circle. We'll take turns today reading a guiding document that we wrote together for the circle. We also have Ari Rubens with us, who's helping to direct and produce these videos. Thanks so much, Ari. If you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel to receive the latest content and updates on this project. To start things off, I'm going to pass to the organizer and creator of the circle, Kevin Hauber.
Thanks, Jake. Just to give a little context, when we started the Gold Mining Circle, we found that it was helpful to be able to have a written set of agreements that we could use so that everybody was on the same page when they came to the circle, and that we all had the same kind of goals in mind as to what we wanted to accomplish. So that's what this is about, and this is a good way to communicate that. So let me talk first about our intention, and then we'll get into the format of the meetings and agreements from there. So the Gold Mining Mission Skill Building Circle is a men's group that helps men identify their inner worth and strengths, their inner gold. The Gold Mining Circle, the GMC, offers guided mission development process that helps men identify their purpose and express it as a mission statement to embody this purpose. For personal challenges that block people from living this mission, the Gold Mining Circle offers facilitated processes such as the positive intent process, which is designed to help men identify the factors that are inhibiting their growth and guide them toward turning their shadows into allies. A shadow is defined as the part of us that is hidden, repressed, or denied. The circle meets weekly. We follow a structured format that'll be described in detail as we go into this video. The concept behind the Gold Mining Circle is that we will get more of what we focus on. If we focus on shadow in our lives, we'll get more shadow. But if we focus on our missions and our gold, we will get more gold. Each circle is led by a leader who facilitates the 4 rounds, and we will discuss what those 4 rounds are. Or the leader may delegate that duty to other attendees who would be called facilitators. The leader has the ultimate responsibility for the meeting. In particular, the leader is responsible for creating a safe environment that challenges people to grow. There's an energy watcher who's appointed for the meeting who supports the leader by intervening as necessary, and then relies on their intuition to fulfill these following duties. First, if someone, either a participant or the facilitator, is diving into shadow, then the energy watcher would chime in and bring awareness to that. Second, they may ask, how does this shadow relate to your mission? Third, if the answer is, it does not relate to my mission, then the energy watcher may ask the individual to pause and realign their share to be in alignment with their mission. And fourth, the energy watcher may redirect not only the participants, but also the facilitator.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Jake.
Next, going to pass to Sharon Biswas to go over the agreements, guidelines, and etiquette for the circle meetings.
Thank you, Jake. Here are the agreements, guidelines, etiquettes for the circle meetings. Accountability. I agree to show up on time, clean and sober. I will disclose use of any substance that might impair my ability to be present, including but not limited to the use of prescription medications if they have that effect. Confidentiality. I agree to hold all personal information regarding other men, including their names, words, and actions, as confidential, and honor all requests for confidentiality. Safety. I agree that if I believe my mental or emotional safety is being compromised, I will take responsibility for myself by speaking up and making a request for safety. I will honor any man's request for safety by stopping and assessing what is needed to resolve the issue at hand. Likewise, I will not use a call of safety as a way to hijack the meeting. Projections. Author Karen R. Koenig defines projection as unconsciously taking unwanted emotions or trait that you don't like about yourself and attribute them to someone else. Projections could be positive, golden projection, or negative, shadows, that is, the dark side of one's personality. I agree to maintain awareness of my projections by owning my judgments of others, and if I'm triggered or upset, then I agree not to express this charge via written electronic communications, that is, email lists or social media. I understand that addressing a triggered response requires real-time communication and clear agreement from all parties involved. My options for addressing this, should this come up, include processing the triggered feelings myself, processing it with the support and presence of another man offline, or bringing the charge into the magician round. Feedback or advice. I agree that when I want feedback, I will ask for it and be specific in the type of feedback that I'm looking for. When I don't want feedback, I will specify that. I will avoid offering advice to others and allow them to seek the truth within, just as I'm attempting to do. My truth. I agree to use I statements by speaking in the first person, I or me, to discuss my truth openly and freely in a manner which respectfully honors the intention of the discussion. Consequences. The leader is empowered to create consequences and may appoint a moderator to explain or enforce these agreements. Hand raising. If you agree with the statement to show solidarity, then you may raise your hand while another man is sharing. Mercy. If a man asks for mercy or expresses that a topic is not of value for them, that is, a process has gone on for a substantial time with no movement, I will consider taking the topic offline, or just between the men who want to be involved. If 3 or more men ask for mercy, I will take the process offline immediately. Pass. I agree that any man can pass on answering a question or taking part in a round. Anyone can use the words, I pass, and I will honor this request. Guidelines. I agree to read and understand these gold mining circle guidelines, and I will do my best to model them in my communications, both within and outside the circle.
Thanks so much, Sharon.
Thank you, Jake.
Up next, Corey Kreidler will take us through the rounds of the circle. Corey?
Thank you, Jake. The gold mining circle meetings consist of 4 rounds that last a total of 2 hours in length. Each of these rounds is based upon the 4 archetypes of the mature masculine, as defined by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette in their book, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. The lover round, as roughly 20 minutes. In this round, the facilitator starts the session with a grounding practice, often meditation, followed by a brief introduction to the mission-oriented sensei piece that will be the theme of discussion for that night. Following this, all attendees check in with their name, location where they are calling from, their mission statement, if they have one, can be developed in the circle, if not, and their current emotional state identified by the pleasant, joy, gratitude, hope, love, optimism, emotion, or unpleasant, mad, sad, fear, and shame emotions. This round also allows attendees to express withholds, which are defined by the things going on that would keep an attendee from being present in the circle. The warrior round lasts roughly 30 minutes. In this round, all attendees share their short-term weekly goals, called stretches, and take accountability for all goals that they did and did not meet. Goals are primarily kept relevant to the mission. Short-term goals are designed as stepping stones to midterm goals. Consistent midterm goals help achieve the long-term goal, which should support the mission. This round also allows attendees to express charges. Charges are emotional responses that need to be addressed. Charges will be taken offline with the facilitation of an experienced man. If a charge requires immediate attention, then the leader/energy watcher may decide to address it in the magician round. The magician round, roughly 15 minutes. In this round, each attendee begins his talk with, if I were to work on my mission tonight, I would work on the action item work can be related either to mission development directly or to a challenge that is standing in the way of mission. Attendees also get an opportunity to expand more on the primary emotions that they had checked in during the love around and get an opportunity to process their thoughts and or charge through a facilitated gold mining circle process. For example, the positive intent process. The King round, roughly 20 minutes. In this round, each attendee shares their key takeaways from the discussion, giving their word of thanks to one or more attendees who inspired them that night. Blessings, sharing of positive energy, can be offered to people within or outside the circle. Attendees are also welcome to share anything else they need to speak to feel complete for the meeting. At the leader's discretion, the circle may transition into a structured informal discussion, also known as water cooler time, after the formal end of the meeting to do any further work or check-in.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you, Jay.
For the last section today, I'm going to pass to Nitesh Dalub to go through core values and practices.
Thanks, Jake. Core values and practices. We stand for human rights for everyone, fair play, non-violence, taking responsibility for your own hurts, and what we've done to others. This practice is about you and you alone. We use the term aho, which is from Lakota tradition, means I hear you. Part of the magic of this group happens through the structure. Observe when you feel the need to share something. Ask yourself, does the person really need to hear what you have to say? Or is it just a burning desire within yourself to share? How you relate to the issue is the issue. Cultivate honesty and mature masculine energy. How I show up in my men's circles is the benchmark of how I show up on listservs or in electronic communications. Before I post something to the email list, I will reread it slowly to make sure it conveys what I want to say, so I can avoid any misunderstandings. Emotional ownership, both live and in electronic communication. When emotionally triggered, I won't respond immediately. I will allow myself a few minutes, hours, or more to process my emotions and take ownership so I can respond as a mature man. I will be honest and authentically report I am triggered when I feel an emotional charge around something in a man's post. This is my opportunity to learn something about myself. Respecting the words of others. When responding to what someone else said or wrote, I will respect and use their words in my response so as to be sure I am not changing their meaning. If I am unclear of their meaning, I will ask. Direct communication. When I am triggered by a man's post, I will consider talking directly to that man before responding to the listserv. When I am able, I will respond first about the good things he wrote, expressing my feelings and being open to the possibility of miscommunication, because electronic posts do not always allow men to express things as clearly as they would like. Good choices in line with my integrity. I choose to post in a way that models appropriate behavior for any man I would mentor, or in a way I would model for my own children. As a secondary backup, when both facilitator and energy watcher miss something, then participants may redirect and center the meeting when needed. Try using the chat box first, directed to the facilitator and/or energy watcher. The idea is that the leader is never going to be perfect, and sometimes the rest of the group can assist them through to align our core values. This could be addressing side talk, requesting people to use I statements, watching for people deviating from their goal or mission. Sometimes a participant may even help redirect the facilitator when they are veering off course. This is done for the good of our group to be productive. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Nitesh.
Thanks, Jake.
And thanks to everybody out there watching this video. You're finished. You're ready for gold mining circles. And a big round of gratitude and blessings to everybody who created this video with me and Ari today. Thanks to each of you men for writing this document and for reading today. I really appreciate it. I want everyone to know that this is part of a playlist, a series of videos around curriculum and gold mining. So keep on watching. Check out all the content that we're continuing to create on this channel. Make sure to like every video. It really helps. And I look forward to seeing you in circle soon. Keep on growing.